The dangerous swamp. Legend tells of a dangerous and forsaken place ruled by monsters of all types and sizes. Each one is more terrifying than the other. One of these monsters might shoot poison at you, while another might sneakily crawl in the tall grass towards you and grab your leg. But the most dangerous of all the monsters are the flame-bearing skeletons. One look at these skeletons, and they will creepily turn their head towards you and start running towards you, and shoot fire at you unless, of course, a brave adventurer would put a stop to all this. One day a brave unknown adventurer stopped by at the Shrine of Souls to visit the souls of the dead, and perhaps bring one person alive. This adventurer started to wander along the bridge that lies in the direction of a great statue, a statue that is said to harness the power of a living soul. The adventurer sat down in front of the great statue and beckoned the statue to talk to him. The statue opened its big green eyes and looked side to side, stretched, then turned its head towards the adventurer and began to tell him that he had many quests for him to do. He quickly accepted the quest and jumped down into the swamp below, but just then he got attacked by a horrendous creature of pure darkness, a skeleton of a human that was eerily controlled to fight and attack people. This creature was the creature of darkness who was known as the Flame Bearers, the evilest and deadliest creatures of the swamp. The creature swung its sword straight into the adventurer's leg and then proceeded to do a dark evil stance that summoned fire from the underworld that would be sent flying at whoever it chose to attack. The adventurer leapt out of the way just in the nick of time, and then he threw his sword right into the belly of the beast. Tired of the excessive bloodshed, the adventurer sat down for a second, and then he got back up and continued on with his quest. He ran full speed deep into the dark misty swamp towards a red light. The adventurer beheld a great powerful tower with skeleton skulls surrounding it. Still had the souls of the victims inside of the skulls, and because of this, the skulls glowed red and green. The adventurer noticed that this strange structure was the cause of the evil skeletons that were plaguing the deadly swamp. He quickly ran through the mouth of one of the skeleton skulls that was wide open like a door of doom. He beheld a pillar at the middle of this tower with a strange relic floating mere inches above the ground. He took his sword and swung it at the strange relic, and it exploded into thousands of tiny fragments, and so the tower no longer summoned skeletons of evil. However, this relic was also the only thing caging the creature of darkness. The soul trapped inside the statue then made a huge sound, and the soul of the person inside was free. However, they went into one remaining skeleton of darkness and transformed into a massive evil creature, a boss that was massive and bigger than many of the surrounding trees about it. It took a while, but finally, the creature was slain, and so the swamp was once again a bit more peaceful, and all the monsters retreated into the darkness to plan their next dark and evil strategy. At last, the swamp was peaceful, and the mysterious adventurer built a small tavern shop, a shop dedicated to tending to injured adventurers and people. All was fine for about a month, until finally the dragons from the city above heard of what he had done, and flew down. The creatures grabbed him with their claws and brought him up into the city in the skies. The city of dragons, called our City of Dragons, a city ruled by dragons, to be taken before the king to decide what must be done as punishment for his deed. Sadly, he was found guilty and was cast into a prison deep underneath the swamp. The dragon flew over an area of water and the door opened. Water rushed in and then the door closed behind him, never to be seen again.